You guys are busy people, and it's been 10 minutes. So first, I just want to say thanks so much for joining. Thanks for your patience. We're going to dive in. This is a webinar all about using live streaming video in your business. So let's go ahead and dive in. It looks like, give me a little heads up. Let me know you can see my screen okay. Let's see. Screen sharing, what are we seeing? You can see it. All right, thanks guys, we're good. All right, so as a real estate agent, you are definitely in the marketing business, right? You're marketing yourself, you're marketing listings. So you've undoubtedly heard or at least read about the explosion of video as a marketing tool, right? Video's out there, it's a big deal, it's a big way to build your brand and connect with consumers. So then the question is, how big is video exactly? Well, the answer to that is that it is pretty darn huge. So in case you were not aware that it was pretty darn huge, I want to share some statistics with you just to show you how powerful video has become. So first, according to Mark Zuckerberg, video is a mega trend, he's calling it. And so Facebook is actually investing in a lot more video content in 2017. He sees it as a, as a super trend in a direction for their business. So also, when you use video on social media, your audience is 10 times more likely to engage with it in some way as compared to a regular post. And then another statistic is that real estate listings that include a video actually receive 403% more inquiries than those without. So that's obviously a huge, huge number. And then lastly, according to Tom Ferry, real estate coach Tom Ferry, 50% of potential buyers are actually 36 and under. And with that demographic, their preferred medium of communication is video. So video is huge, huge, huge right now. And not only is video increasingly viewed by consumers, but today, live streaming video is really the hottest new trend, and it's gaining momentum across many different platforms. And according to Forrester Research, live video receives actually 3 times the amount of engagement over pre-recorded video. So, super, super big deal. Now, knowing that video is a huge way to connect with your potential customers, and streaming video receives the highest amount of engagement of all videos. The question is, are you really capitalizing on this trend? Are you in alignment with your consumers' behaviors? Are you engaging them in a meaningful way for them? And if you're not, really, you're missing out on about 50% of the market. So, in today's webinar, I really want to help to show you why creating engaging video is so critical to your business, and I want to help you. We want to show you how to do that. So by the end of today's webinar, you are going to know all about the benefits of live streaming video, in particular compared to traditional pre-recorded video, especially as a real estate professional. You're also going to see the most popular platforms, and you're going to learn a bit more about the ones that your potential clients are engaging in, and also how to create a live streaming video on both Facebook and Instagram. And then I wanted to leave you also with lots of great ideas to help you with, have kind of an arsenal of videos that you can use to start creating your first videos immediately. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So I want to first start with covering some of the benefits of live video. So if you've ever been intimidated by the idea of just being on camera in general to shoot video, then no doubt the idea of being on live camera is pretty terrifying. But the good news is that there are actually many benefits that social video can really provide to your business. Streaming video can provide to your business, even more so than just, the traditional forms. So that's what we're going to go over today, and the whole idea is to be able to face your fears, get on out there, and just do it. So what are some of the benefits of live video? Well, first, authenticity. According to the National Association of Realtors profile of home buyers and sellers, 97% of respondents cited the top factor for choosing a real estate agent as honesty and integrity, 97%. And we know, of course, that consumers today are looking for authenticity, and really there's nothing as authentic as genuine live video, right? So in fact, Brand Live reported that 79% of businesses actually perceive live video as a more authentic way to connect with their audiences. And one of the greatest advantages of live streaming video is it gives your audience an opportunity to interact with you in real time. So it's just not sort of this this distant talking head. It's really, it's an ability for them to get a sense of who you are, get more of a real life sense of who you are, and it's an opportunity to build build trust with them while also conveying your expertise. And what's cool is that live videos don't have to be fancy. You don't have to spend a lot of time or money, with the production value. You just really need to keep it real. That's what people are looking for. So using streaming video can really help you to grab attention of people. And we all know they have a lot of options when it comes to finding a real estate professional. So with using live video, brand awareness is a big benefit as well, because using video can really help you to build your brand and gain trust. And that's what this image is showing. It's a recent study by Nielsen and Facebook. And it's basically just showing here that even after a few seconds of watching a video, it can really significantly increase the brand awareness, both brand awareness and the purchase intent of the viewers. So that's a big deal, is brand awareness. And then another benefit is just time efficiency. One of the best parts of creating live video is that it's quick. You don't have to worry, again, about creating these fancy professional videos or spending hours editing to make sure you've got the perfect look and feel. It's really just about being in the moment. And so from a time efficiency standpoint, this is really great. As a realtor, I'm sure you've spent many hours writing blogs and creating newsletters. And, what if you could drastically reduce the time spent on your marketing and increase your reach and increase your engagement? That's what live video can really help you to do. You can provide quality content, quality pieces of value, things like a home tip or a home walkthrough, and things that consumers are actually really looking for, without having to include a lot of bells and whistles. So it makes it engaging, but also, for a busy realtor, real estate agent like yourself, it's also could become your best friend. Another benefit is that it is multi-purpose. So this is a big one as well. With live video, this is an example. Many of you probably saw this on our ListHub Facebook page. I posted this video last week. We just wanted to invite you. It was a quick almost a 2.5 minute video, a nice video invitation that you could see. You could, on our Facebook page, it could be shared to a wider audience. And we also took this video and embedded it into an email that we sent out to our ListHub Pro customers. So you too can kind of take that live video and repurpose it in your blog posts, in emails, on your YouTube channel, on your, to a different Facebook group or audience. So it can be very multi-purpose as well. So those are just some of the benefits of live video. So then, where do you start, right? The benefits of video. It's like, okay, I think that I get this. I want to do it. I want to use it. So then which platform, I guess, is my question. What should you start with? Well, here's a little infographic to kind of give you an idea of a couple different social platforms. Generally speaking, the most popular social platforms for streaming video are Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. So I want to run some of the numbers by you so you can really start to think about, which of these platforms is really going to be the best one for your target audience. So Facebook just leads the pack. They have 1.13 billion daily active users, and they show 8 billion daily video views. 8 billion daily video views. Can you believe that? Instagram is also a growing player, honestly. Instagram has 400 million daily active users, And then in 2016, Snapchat reported 150 million daily active users worldwide. And Snapchatters watch over 10 billion videos per day. So they actually Snapchat saw a 40% increase in their video views from the beginning of 2016 into the end of 2016. So yeah, huge growth there as well. So like I said, these are generally speaking the most popular platforms, but before you start feeling overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what Snapchat is, how do I start using it, like, do I have to do that? I know it can get a little intimidating with all of the different social media options, but it's important to point out that you don't have to be on all of them. You don't have to be on all of them. If you are getting started with social media, or if you're a little resistant, if you consider yourself to be a little social media averse, the most important thing to do is just pick one. Pick one to focus on. And ideally, the one that you pick is going to be the one that either you've already grown an audience with or in, or one where you know that your ideal customers are spending their time. And I want to share some demographics now to kind of help guide you to know, for those of you who are on our training today and you're not really sure where your ideal customers or your ideal demographics are spending time, this should help you. So let's dive a little bit more into each of these platforms. So first, Facebook is still just hands down America's most popular social platform. According to a Pew Research Center study, roughly 8 in 10 online Americans now use Facebook. So basically, of people who are actually online, 79% of them use Facebook. So isn't that crazy? Like 80% of people. And it varies slightly. That's the average. It's a little higher among women than men. Also, demographically, young adults continue to report using Facebook at the highest rates, 18 to 29. But look, there's high percentages for virtually every buyer demographic you've got out there and seller demographic. I mean, you can see even, between 50 to 64, 72% of those of them are using Facebook, even, 65 and above, 62%. So it really is still, if you're not sure of a place to start, Facebook is a great, a great place to start for sure. All right, let's talk a little bit about Instagram though as well. Instagram it's becoming more and more of a major player. Just to give you some idea here, they had tremendous growth in 2016. So within a 6-month period, Instagram grew its daily user count by 100 million users in 2016. Now they have over 600 million daily active users. So, big player. What is important to know about Instagram is that currently it veers more towards younger adults. It actually has since its inception, but new statistics are showing that older generations are starting to adopt Instagram a bit more. So you're gonna, these are the numbers that we have currently, but it'll be interesting to see these numbers change. But so, right now, Instagram is a pretty popular, one of the most popular platforms for millennials, older millennials. And then we've got Snapchat. Snapchat is one that you may or may not be familiar with. Snapchat is extremely popular with the younger millennials. And in fact, it is the most used social platform for 13 to 24-year-olds. So, okay, maybe not your target audience yet, but, with Snapchat, there is a great potential opportunity to begin building your brand with people who may soon become first-time buyers, that kind of, like I said, younger millennial age range. So, looking at those numbers, I encourage you to think about really what platform do you think is the most important to your video marketing strategy at this point? Feel free to, put it in the chat if you'd like. Let us know what is the platform that really do you think you want to focus on? Okay. So now that you know how important live video has become for your marketing strategy, how do you create a live streaming video? So I want to walk you through step by step how to do this on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll talk a little bit about the benefits of each. Feel free to pull out your cell phones, guys, and go ahead and do this with me if it's going to be helpful for you, so you can kind of like see exactly how to do it. So on your cell phone, your mobile device, you want to go log in like it's Facebook, right? So log into Facebook, and then all you're going to want to do is, like you would do a normal post, you want to tap what's on your mind at the top of your newsfeed, which is how you would post anyway, right? And then you want to tap the live video icon, I guess I would call it. And so then it's going to pop up the live video piece. You can actually write an optional description for your broadcast. I'll slow down in case you guys are doing this with me. So you can write an optional description. You don't have to. You also, just so you know, even if you don't write a description, you can go back to the video and edit the description or write it or add to it after you post the video. So you don't have to do it right at the beginning, but you certainly can. Then you want to click just the Go Live button, and that's going to begin the broadcast. And they even give you a countdown, which I think is helpful. So it'll say like 3, 2, 1, and then it's action. So then you can go ahead and record your Facebook Live. You will see people join. People can interact with you. You'll see like you can get hearts and thumbs up and things like that. And then when you're done broadcasting, there will be a finish button. So all you have to do is click the finish button when you want to end your broadcast. And then you can even confirm, do you actually want to post this? So you don't even have to post it. Then the people who saw it live will, they will have seen it, but you don't necessarily have to post it in your newsfeed. But obviously, typically you would want to go ahead and do that. So it's very simple, actually. So that is how you go live on Facebook. All right, now let's talk about going live on Instagram. So Instagram, it's quite easy as well. In your Instagram app, there is a camera icon in the top left-hand side of your screen, or you can either click the camera or you can swipe right from anywhere in your feed, and you'll notice it takes you right to the camera as well. Then you just want to tap, you'll have some options at the bottom, and you just want to scroll to make sure that you're at live. And then there's a button that says Start Live Video. So just click just click Start Live Video. And your followers may be notified when you start a live video. Same thing on Facebook. People get notified that you're going live. And then on Instagram, viewers appear in the bottom right of the screen. You can actually tap comment to add a comment. And you can, I'm not going to go over the comments. Don't worry about this. I don't want this to confuse you too much. If you want to allow comments, you can tap the comment button. To turn off comments, you want to tap the little 3 dots icon, which is like, it gives you more options, and then select to turn off commenting. And then when you are done with the video, just tap end in the bottom right, and then tap to confirm. So that's all you have to do a video on Instagram as well, a live video. Okay, I see you guys commenting, and thank you so much for that. Just because I can't multitask very well, I will go back through those, and we'll kind of, I'll answer questions and definitely like talk about your comments at the end too. So thank you for doing that. Okay, so couple things to be of note. When you go, this is more important for Instagram. So with Facebook Live, it really is something that is multi-purpose. When you go live on Instagram, one of the things that's important to know, Instagram is really more of it's not meant to be a platform where you like get to keep and save things forever. So once your broadcast is done on Instagram, it disappears. Okay, so unlike Facebook where you can save it and repurpose it, with Instagram, once it's gone, it's gone. So again, if this is your demographic, fantastic. This is where they're paying attention. But from a multi-purpose standpoint, maybe a Facebook Live might be a little bit better for you. The other option, though, with Instagram is they have Instagram Stories. There actually, as we were building this, this training for you, Facebook also has their stories now. But what stories is that is kind of a cool way for you to basically create little short video snippets with photos as well, and you can kind of string them together and post them to your account. And those stories are available for 24 hours. They don't go away just right away. And so that's kind of a great, another way to use kind of like video to help provide your customers and your prospects with just a more, again, more complete message of what you want to share with them. It gives them an idea of, if you're at an open house or something like that, like you can post live from there and just attach it to your story. So it can be helpful, if you don't want a complete live disappearing broadcast on Instagram, it can still be something that can provide a more complete message to your followers than just an image, if that makes sense. Okay. So some things to consider again. Okay. So here's another important piece. Let me stop and look at these. Okay. Oh, this is actually a good comment from Richard. I'm gonna mention this for everybody, Richard. He said, I've learned from experience that you do need a good solid cell signal for Facebook Live to work. It won't go live with 1 to 2 bars. I've actually had to record first and then post later due to that limitation. So that's actually great feedback. Thank you for mentioning. He said Periscope has that cell signal as well. So yeah, make sure when you're recording live from your phone, you do want to have a good cell signal to make sure that it's, you can stream, since it is using that streaming bandwidth. So awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so here are some tips to maximize engagement. So of course, shooting a live video is going to be really, a great thing for your business, but some of the ways to just maximize that or be strategic about posting your live video, one thing you can do is to notify your audience that you're going to go live. Give them a heads up. Right? You may want to notify people ahead of time, tell them what your topic is going to be. So you could just do a little social media post to let them know you plan to go live at, I don't know, 10 a.m. tomorrow to do a home walkthrough or, whatever you want to share with them. You can send an email if you have an email list and let them know you're doing a Facebook Live on a certain topic so that people really know. So that can be a helpful way to just get more people onto your broadcast. It gives you a better opportunity to interact with those people. It's just more fun. It's more fun when you have live attendees on your live broadcast. So that kind of takes us to number 2, which is when people join your broadcast, say hello to them. Say hello to the participants when they pop in. If they're commenting, respond to them by name. This is a great opportunity, again, to engage with people. This, as a realtor, most likely you are a people person, so this is going to be really fun for you. And again, this is a great way to show that authenticity, show your personality, let people, you're not only you're building your brand and you're showing off your expertise, but this gives people a sense of you and who you are in an authentic way. And then thirdly, consider broadcasting for longer periods of time. I know for those of you who kind of follow the video trend, one thing that you see statistically is that people pay attention to videos for a short period of time, right? So you might be thinking you should have a short video, but if your goal is to increase engagement and to reach more people, you may want to actually consider broadcasting for a longer time, because the longer you broadcast, really it just allows people more time to discover you, right? To see that you are broadcasting and jump on a little bit late to your live broadcast, or they can invite their friends on Facebook, to watch with you. So something to consider, Facebook recommends that you go live for at least 10 minutes, and then they allow you to stay live for up to 90 minutes. So that's like your cap. I've seen people post seminars and things like that, but after 90 minutes, it will cut you off. So just be aware of that. I've seen videos all lengths of time though. Even if it is a short tip or whatever, don't worry. Even if you don't have somebody on, live or have this great, huge live audience, it's okay. Like I said, you can, especially with Facebook, you can repurpose that later. Okay, so now ideas for where you want to post, how to create your first streaming video, how to maximize engagement. So now what? right? Now that you know the various platforms, how do you, what should you post, right? What are some good ideas? This, I think, is what stalls a lot of people too, is they're interested in doing this, but they're not really sure what to post. So feel free to grab your notepads, or you actually don't have to. We'll be posting the slide deck, but this will hopefully give you some great ideas. One thing we found is that local market videos are an awesome way to demonstrate your expertise while also giving consumers really what they want. They want information about the local market, and they want it via video. So this is a great, great synergy right here. So some things to consider: market updates. You could get on a Facebook Live and once a month have your regularly market update. And so you can kind of say something like, in the last month, we've seen this many homes come on the market, this many have sold, the average home sale price was this, properties that we're seeing that are really hot, that are selling most right now are this. So just again, valuable information for the consumers, positions you as the local market expert. And this is also a great time to mention to your viewers that if they're interested in getting their own local market updates for their area, you'd be more than happy to provide that to them. And you can let them know to just comment, and you'll reach out to them, or to hit you up on Facebook Messenger, or you can get their email address and you will send them their own market update. So it's a great way to generate leads, so you can send them a market snapshot or a market update like that. So that's one idea. Another idea: consumers love neighborhood amenities. So if you can show off the neighborhood amenities, local restaurants, gyms, stores, coffee shops, all that kind of stuff, maybe stand outside of a main street or a local restaurant and, and talk about it, talk about the neighborhood, talk about the walk score, maybe if it's a great walkable neighborhood. So neighborhood amenities. Community personalities is another idea. Basically, this is just another way of talking about your farm area. Different, as your different communities have different personalities. What does it mean to live in that community, right? So you can kind of paint that beautiful picture to people, maybe do a walkthrough in the community. Again, a great way to demonstrate expertise. One idea too, for this community personality standpoint, is if you are a ListHub Pro customer, if you have ListHub reports, you can look in your reporting dashboard and see what zip codes for your listings are online consumers really looking at. So you may want to start there. The popular zip codes that people are looking at, start there. Start with the communities in those zip codes, because that's obviously a great way to entice people, entice a larger audience. So what else? Home walkthroughs. This is a great way you could be like at a open house, or just to go through a home if you're going to do a home walkthrough and kind of a DIY exclusive, right? A home tour, a just listed home, or if you're having an open house, and you can kind of give key information and home details, plus your personal commentary. We all love that. It's kind of like the behind the scenes look, right? Also, home buyer tips or tutorials. This is a great way to, again, demonstrate expertise, educate clients and prospects on things like, what a final walkthrough is, or what the process is. What are things that your clients have, or prospects, your people, your audience, what are the commonly asked questions, or the, confusion, the questions that they have? Consider taking those questions and use those questions as your topics that you will answer on your Facebook Live posts. And then another idea is just to do a live Q&A from an open house. If you have like a busy open house, it's great. You can go live from there. People get to see, all the people in the house. You can include questions from people at the open house itself, but also invite online questions. So again, just, another way to kind of build brand, build expertise, and also give consumers what they're asking for, because really that's what they want through these live posts, right? So those are some ideas for you. Oops. Okay, so think to yourself, what of these, I encourage you to think about which of these ideas really stands out to you. Maybe pick a few of them that you would like to give a go. And I have a challenge for you. So as we wrap it up, I want to, of course, encourage you to go live and pick a couple ideas. So the challenge is I'm encouraging you to just pick 4 ideas and challenge yourself to post a live video or do a live video broadcast once a week for the next 4 weeks. Because really the only way that you're going to get comfortable with it and get good at it is to do it, right? So that is my challenge to you. So to help you get started and to help you maximize your time, we have some suggestions for you and actually some resources for you. So first, my suggestion would be to just create an editorial calendar for organization and scheduling. You're a busy, very, very busy person. So if you have the ideas already lined up and you know exactly when you're going to shoot them, it's like an appointment that you're holding with yourself. So use that editorial calendar, plan it in advance so you know exactly what videos you're going to shoot and when. Another idea is to, again, repurpose your video. Make your videos work for you. If you do a Facebook Live, repurpose it, embed it on your blog, embed it on your website. You can actually, what was I going to say? Yeah, put it in an email blast. Like there's so many different ways you can repurpose it. Specifically with those Facebook Live posts, Instagram, not so much. Another thing is to consider connecting your social media pages to your Realtor.com dashboard. So this is another means of, working smarter, right, or letting it work for you. For those consumers that are searching Realtor.com for a realtor, it's yet another way. If you connect your social media accounts, they can see your posts and it gives them another, an idea of who you are. Again, those Facebook Lives are basically, it's another platform, right? Another audience to be able to share that video with. So we have some resources for you. Lastly, I just want to say we have a landing page. So after we get done with today's webinar, feel free to go to listhubnews.com/go-live, and we have some goodies for you. So we've got a link for you to an infographic, a couple infographics actually, the infographic on usage so you can sort of see the usage on the different social platforms. We also have an infographic with 5 ways that you can start leveraging Facebook Live. We have a social media or a link to a social media content calendar from Hootsuite. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Hootsuite, but it is a free platform to help you schedule social media posts. And we will also have a recording of today's webinar once it's ready. So we'll send you an email to let you know in case you want the recording, you want this information. We can probably link to the slide deck as well. So hopefully those resources will be helpful for you. And I really, again, I encourage you to post these videos. They're going to be awesome. All right, everybody. That marks the end of the content that I have for you. Thank you for your time and your patience. So glad that you were here. So now I want to put it to you. What are questions, any questions that you might have about video, about social media, about streaming video? Let's see if we can answer some of your questions. Let me see if we have any others. Oh, Norma sounds frustrated. She's like, Facebook is flooded with realtor ads. Yes, maybe it is. It's flooded with a ton of ads. But what's really awesome about, I think, the live streaming video is that it is, it is really what consumers are paying attention to, and it's being optimized by Facebook. So it will put you in front of more people, and it's not, you don't have to pay for it. So it's a really, really awesome marketing tool. All right, I am not seeing any questions come through, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this link up. So again, go get your resources, guys, and thank you again for your time. Thank you for your great feedback as well. All right, have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks again. Bye-bye.